Ladies and gentlemen, we have returned, and it's been a while. But this is Lidat, and go fuck a cow. Wow, I forget. We're not supposed to curse within the first 5 seconds of a video, right? Or we get demonetized?
I already cursed already. I think so. But you know what's crazy? I heard that if we stream for like 2 hours, past the 2 hours, we can just say whatever we want. Like we don't get taken down for nothing.
No shot.
We're not gonna do that, but I'm just saying, like if we ever do it, we get after 2 hours. It's like a free for all. Apparently, that's what I heard.
Yeah, but yo, let's just get right into it. Like I know we have a lot of preamble and things that we want to speak about, but before we do all that sexy stuff, like how's your day going and stuff, let's talk about Sneeko, man.
Oh,
now, I've been taught. I mean, you guys can just rewind the tape. Rewind the tape when I talk about Sneeko, when I talk about Fresh and Fit. Don't pretend to be what you are not. And ladies and gentlemen, we got another one.
We got like multiple of them.
You kind of explain what's going on right here.
So here, I'm gonna send you a link because Sneeko did himself in because he was talking smack about a certain person. Let me send you the link right now. You've probably seen him. He's a famous streamer. And essentially, Sneeko was making a fool of himself because he was talking smack about this guy's relationship. Because this guy has a normal monogamous relationship. Mm-hmm. And so Sneeko, in one of his videos, he's dancing and pretending like he's going to shoot this guy with a gun. And there's around, let me check it up. Because this is the specific part I want to get to. Because this part is badass, bro. At the very beginning of the video, around the minute mark, you will see Sneeko dancing with a Glock. I think he is. So just show that real quick. Oh, wait, hold up. Lower the volume. Okay. Oh, you muted yourself, I think. Oh, you muted yourself on purpose?
Yeah.
Okay. So whatever. So Sneeko's over here being a dumbass, dancing with a Glock. And the comment section in his own video is roasting his ass because I don't know very much about guns, but one thing I know is that you're not supposed to put your hand on the trigger, your finger on the trigger, but you're freaking dancing like a dumbass because that could cause some danger just in case you shoot it and then you hit somebody and then you go to jail for some nonsense. So Sneeko's being a dumbass and he's just talking about clips, like how I got this clip and he's doing this stupid ass thing. Like here, we're about to see it right now. Hold up. And then okay. I'm ready. And I'm ready where you are.
They sexualized real children. A fact that Sneeko himself acknowledges, but writes off as being okay because it's realistic, because in the real world, children get sexualized. I'll say it again. Regardless of what the intention of the film was, they missed the mark because what ended up happening is they sexualized the child actresses. That is a problem. Full stop. Even if the message was supposed to be the opposite, they still ended up contributing to the very problem they were speaking out against.
I watched Cuties last night, and it was pretty good. It's a pretty good movie. I went in ready to hate like everybody else. I saw the cover, and I got clickbaited. So did you. You got clickbaited. The thing about Cuties is it's not an unrealistic film. Like, yes, it shows children in a sexual way, but this is not unusual now. And the people who are really mad about this aren't Gen Z.
Imagine claiming children in sexual positions is clickbait.
Like 1 minute.
So you want to back it up?
Yeah, go to the 1 minute mark. Exactly 1 minute, I think it happens. And I think I can share from my side too. Yeah, 1 minute.
I'll back it up a little bit.
Yeah, around there. Perfect.
Posted my response. He went on stream and had a huge unhinged tantrum and meltdown about the whole thing, and then he sent some of his viewers over. So I was joking with them, saying like, "Oh, you guys must have just stopped the Cuties watch party over there at Sneeko's stream, right? Welcome, cucks," that kind of shit. And it got really under his skin in a big way. So he started dancing around with a gun and threatening to come shoot me. So he kept saying, "Oh, you're in Tampa, right? I'll come see you," waving his gun around and dancing.
You want to watch my clips? Watch my clips. Watch my clips.
Dumbass.
You want me to watch your clips? Watch my clips. These are the only clips I'm watching. You heard?
Wait.
Now the reason he keeps saying "watch my clips."
You muted yourself. You muted. Oh, mute yourself.
He's pretty young. So I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, but
No, hold up.
Jesus.
Go to the. I'm gonna give you some pushback on that. Now go to the exactly at 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Yeah, 2 minutes.
All right, I got you right now. You ready?
Yeah, go for it.
There is not clips. These are mags. They're mags, not clips. You absolute fucking dummy. The same way that this is also a mag. They're all mags. Stop saying clips. You look fucking stupid here. Anyway, sorry for the gun.
All right,
anatomy
so
lesson.
mute that now.
He was very upset, so he was threatening
isn't
to
it
come.
hilarious in the background right here? It says God slap.
Yo, but let me say something real quick. Low
Sure.
key, bro. He basically said pull up.
Yeah,
This guy-
he kind of said.
You got a little
Talking
like
about-
you got a little Glock. Okay.
I got the nana clips. Got the banana clips. Ready to take out King Kong.
But the thing is, it's like, look, Nico is my age. He's like 23, 24.
Yeah.
He used to be 23. Maybe he turned 24. But like, there are videos of him basically saying he was watching a video of someone having depression, and he was like, "Oh, you should just get over it. You should just get over it. It's stupid. You know, depression is just a state of mind. Yada yada yada." You know, there's another clip of him talking down to people with their relationships. Meanwhile, he's a cuck. He literally watched another man bang his girl, and he just watched.
Wait, so how do we know this is true?
Because he told the story. Let me see if I can find a clip where
Is it inside the same video that we were looking at?
No, it's not. He had a podcast between this guys. I forgot the name of them.
Mhm. And he admitted. He admitted to that.
Yeah, he admitted to it.
That's
I don't
wild.
know the
To take your time. I mean, find it away, whatever. So, okay. So, do you think that Sneeko is a product of his success? Like, he got successful talking about a specific thing, so he can't not talk about that specific thing. He's kind of just like forced to, not forced. Yeah, he has to double down. If not, he's scared that he might lose the support base he has behind him.
Yeah, and not only that, but I think it's because, you know, when you're young, like when we're young, we think we know it all. But imagine you being young and then having an audience that just gives you validation.
Yeah,
You know, that makes it extremely hard to just receive any amount of criticism or change your point of view, right? Because when I was younger, not his age, because I'm his age, right? Like I would have you and other people push back on my ideas. I wouldn't have thousands of people telling me that I'm right. Because I'm pretty sure that if I was wrong on something, but I had thousands of people telling me I'm right, I will tell you that you're wrong and I'm right.
Yeah.
Because look, so I think that literally has to be that, you know, especially with Andrew Tate. I think I can share my screen real quick. So basically, it was in this podcast with these two guys, and they were roasting his ass. Let me share.
Think about the logistics. Like his head
Pause.
is like
It's echoing from your side.
Oh shit.
That's how I was muting myself every time I play the video.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna mute myself then. Where I mute myself?
You can mute your mic from your mic. That's what I end up doing. Just muting it from the mic would be quicker.
The thing is, like, I have to. I can use this. There you go.
There you go.
it's like 6 inches. Like 6 inches. Like his eyebrows are like tickling the bottom.
I'm not gonna lie.
I can't even hear the video. I can't hear the video at all.
I ever seen a dude play
Did you mute
He lays
the
on the floor.
entire?
Hold on. So now I have to go
This
back here.
dummy. Just send me the link, dude. I'll do it.
Yo, hey man, I don't know how to use this website shit.
Send me the link. I got you.
Hey, I'm trying, guys, but I don't know how to use this nonsense. It was easier on the other one. I'll send you the link. It's at the 14 minutes and 35 seconds. He's basically in this podcast and he's describing his experience. And later on, he basically says, "Oh, every man should do this because it shows how strong your relationship is." Which, no, I'm good. Thank you very much. I'm not gonna be a cuck. I'm not gonna let another man touch my girl anytime soon. Thank you very much. That's just coping. You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine someone comes up to you and is like, "Yo, Sam, you know, I'm a cuck, but like, I think you should experience it." Like, what are you talking about, bro?
Yeah.
Like, imagine when Andrew Tate comes out. I just want to know what the fuck Andrew Tate is gonna say to this, because Andrew Tate is not gonna be with that nonsense.
You can see it? It looks good?
Yeah, I can see it.
Lego.
Stuff that's in this video is probably some of Most of these guys online who do this stuff on the red pill are overcompensating
For some shit.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, Abba, I think you're gay. What? Bro, you got a picture of you laying in bed with another man, and you got a picture of you kissing another dude. Like, y'all really can't say much. And I don't care that you have these things. I just think it's hilarious. And this video is probably some of the gay shit I've ever seen a dude potentially do.
Go to the
these guys
12-minute and 5-second mark.
12-minute and 5-second. Okay,
Yeah,
that's right.
this is the clip of him basically making fun of a guy in depression.
Oh no. Oh god.
I search for ways around it. I do everything I'm supposed to do, like, therapy and taking care of myself and all of that stuff.
No.
But the truth is, I have really severe anxiety and depression,
Oh, yeah?
and it often leads to ideation.
Oh no. Yeah. Maybe stop thinking about that shit, right? As a matter of fact, fuck your mental health. Your problems are so easy. I'm set. Get the fuck over it. This is the perfect example of somebody who needs to get the fuck up over it. Get over it. Get over it. Woo!
That was his response.
Yeah, and that's it. Look,
Why his finger crooked like that? Dude.
I don't know, bro. These Red Pill guys are weird. Like, this
I
guy,
don't know, bro.
they're all just imploding, man.
His finger might swing the same way he does, if you know what I mean.
Sure, bro. He might swing. Do you know what's crazy? We found there were pictures of the guys in Fresh and Fit. One of them. Okay, let me give you a rundown of this, guys. You have Fresh, who basically fell in love with a girl in. Yeah, he was a model. It's weird.
I want to hear this because I didn't really hear it earlier. Give me 1 second.
In it from the back, he lays down on the floor and starts licking her. Think about the logistics. Like, his head is like is like 6 inches. Like, his eyebrows are like tickling the bottom.
I'm not gonna lie. The stuff that's in this video is probably some of the gay shit I've ever seen a dude potentially do. Most of these guys online who do this stuff on the red pill are overcompensating.
Wait, but I'm confused. What the fuck is he talking about? Did I miss something?
Yeah, I couldn't find. Okay, maybe it's maybe not this. Okay, it's this one.
Maybe I'll back it up. Hold on. Maybe I'm missing a part of it.
It's not on this one. It's this one.
Photos of himself. He was jerking off in front of a male photographer, laying next to another man's ass. As a kid, he wore his sister's dress. Did I mention he was touching his penis in front of a male photographer?
And so while I'm like in it from the back, he lays down on the floor and starts licking her. Think about the logistics. Like, his head is like is like 6 inches. Like, his eyebrows are like tickling the bottom.
I'm not gonna lie. The stuff that's in this video is probably some of the gay shit I've ever seen.
I mean,
Yeah, here it is. The video.
Sound like he was running a train on a girl. I don't see what's
Not
the.
trying to. I'll send you another link. That's the other.
Okay,
Video. I got the wrong.
I'm
video.
not sure right now. Talk.
Yep. Talk. Okay. The actual video on this one starts at 3 minutes and 45 seconds. 3 minutes and 45 seconds. And that's the whole clip about the podcast, where he basically talked about watching another man just destroy his girl. And his girl liked it too, which is the most disgusting part. But just to give you guys a rundown, you have Fresh on the Fresh and Fit podcast, who basically fell in love with a sugar baby that he met online, and he was getting roasted for it. You had Myron, the guy who used to be a cop, who they found pictures of him being really gay. You had Donovan Sharp, who.
Wait, so Myron's the Fresh and Fit, right?
Yeah, he's a fit one with a gun. He used to be a cop. You have Donovan Sharp. This guy talks nonstop about how bad baby mamas are. You should never date a woman with a child. Yada yada yada. They found proof that he's married to a baby mama who's like 40 years old or 50 or 60, some shit like that. Old as hell. You had another guy called the Rational Male, who he says that he's not emotional like a woman. He's just passionate, because remember, men are not emotional; they're passionate. Okay. And you have Sneeko, who talks mad shit about other people's relationships. So you shouldn't be monogamous. You should, as a man, you gotta take control. You gotta do everything. You gotta cheat. You gotta do everything. Comes to find out, this guy's a cock. So go to this guy.
So the red pill community is just kind of just taking a hit, huh?
Bruh.
It's almost like people should have just stuck with the Jordan Petersons and the smart people, and not just jump on any dumbass that started talking about nonsense.
Yo, look at the clip.
Got you right now, senor.
One of these more recent viral clips where he openly defends getting cucked.
So I want to break this down, like, because this was imagine seeing the girl you love, like, to get her. Yeah, I do. I love it. Yeah, love her. I was about to say I love this bitch. I'm like, no, I'm not say that. I love my queen. My queen.
And you allowed the love of your life to get fucked by another man.
What happened to the other?
I'm crazy. The first time, as soon as I saw like 3 pumps in, I just got up and walked.
You went in there. You said something to the nature of whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, so we go in there with the mentality that whatever happens inside that party, just stays at the party. Like,
Yeah.
And so I saw her. I've seen her with other men, and it's just like that was
seen it.
Yeah, so I like literally right.
I want to start from the beginning. So you came. So let's go because I want to get into all that. That's fantastic stuff.
That's fantastic stuff. What he really meant was money.
That's
Good
good
time. Money. Money.
We can move up to 8 minutes and 35 seconds if you want to see more of it, but I'm pretty sure you get the gist. He basically signed all the managers.
But he also f***ed your brain and your psyche because you will forever be hurt by this one.
So all right, so we went on 2 different. We went on 2 different occasions. The first time, crazy. The first time, as soon as I saw like 3 pumps in, I just got up and walked.
He said 3, 4 pumps. My dudes, imagine counting that shit. I hope you got therapy.
1, a 2, and a 3, and Sneeko without. So we were supposed to swap another couple, but I wasn't really feeling with his girl. And
that's swingers. That's not really a gorge party.
Yeah, but it's not a swinger if you don't f*** the other girl. If you stay there and watch, yeah.
What is going? What?
Bro,
What?
He just signed it, bro. Come on, Sam. You can't defend it. Don't defend it.
Dude. Because I thought what was about to be said was there was a swap.
No swap.
But, okay, there has to be more to this, bro. It has to be like, dude, I saw my girl get railed and I just had to get out of there, bro. I couldn't be there anymore.
No, he just watched.
He just watched. I mean, it sounded like he said 3 pumps. Like it sounded like he wanted to have sex with the other girl. There was 3 pumps in, and he was like, "Nah, I gotta get out of here."
Bro, because the thing is, because listen, I saw this whole thing. He basically said that he heard his girl moan like he never heard her moan before, and she was enjoying it. Like this guy, bro. Hold up, this guy. Apparently, his girl was a missionary. They were doing missionary, and this guy was on top of her, and she was looking into his soul, according to him. And apparently, 3 pumps in, he was like, "Nah, man, I can't do it." Bro,
dude,
this is the woman you love.
Dude.
This guy was gonna give me dating advice. I'd rather take dating advice from Destiny.
Oh my God. I'm not getting dating advice from that fucker either, but I don't even know the sick, deprived things that blue haired fuck is into. Holy, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like he's. Here's the thing about Destiny is well prepared for most arguments, but holy, that guy sometimes is dumb as well. And he be saying some like, I mean, every time I hear him speak with like just pearly things or some of these other people, he just debates like, for lack of like dumbasses. He debates dumbasses that never really thought about their ideas, so they don't have any defense to any of the ideas that they have.
Oh, they never experienced anything because just pearly things was in another video and she was talking about how like getting a divorce for chores is stupid. She was like, getting divorced, it's like, well, it's like, yeah, if you only get divorced because of chores, that is stupid. But there goes more into it, right? You don't break up with someone. You don't wake up one day you're like, I'm gonna break up with this person. There's months and months of issues that happen or all that build up, and then there's a reason for it. It's not just chores. It's just like I said before. It's like a lot of these red pill people, like they talk in theory. It's just like in theory you shouldn't break up with somebody because of chores, but it's not that simple. It's more to it. It's more nuances to it. And like
I mean, they oversimplify certain things.
Yeah,
and then that's where their arguments start to like here's a good example. I saw a conversation where I think Destiny was talking to Just Pearly Things and Fresh and Fit and Sneeko all at the same time, and they were discussing that. I think Fresh and Fit had mentioned that guys date up and guys date like where they're at up and down, while girls only date up. And Destiny made a good point, like, well, what is a high value man? And they'll say, a good looking guy would make a lot of money. What's a high value girl? And then they all get stuck. He's like, wouldn't you say a high value girl would be a girl that every man desires? Mm-hmm. So someone that looks good, is young, and you can use in any way like this to basically fulfill your sexual desires. Mm-hmm. So and then they go, you're sure, whatever. And then he goes, so isn't the high value men dating all the high value women, and all the low value women are just dating at the same level as always? And that's a good counter argument. And they never thought about that idea. Every time you ask them, okay, so what's a high value woman? they was never able to land you on exactly what a high value woman would be.
Because they're always dating bimbo.
Their counter argument should have been a high value girl is a girl that is clean, is marriage material, but that's how they should have countered it. It's like, well, they define what a high value girl is, so that all the girls that you guys are talking about wouldn't be defined as high value. Just shift the definition on the guy.
It's just
his whole premise is desirability. But if you change the desirability based off of a specific kind of thing, but if you change the specifics of the definition, then his argument disappears. But
they're not used to arguing people with a brain. That's the kind of the problem. Like,
they're not used to. They don't even think about what they're talking about. They just have like these little like one-liners. Yeah, they have talking points and they just kind of rattle them off. And some people aren't used to fighting those kind of points, or they just don't think about it.
No, because they're usually dating people from. They usually invite people. Usually invite girls who are like party girls that don't think about these issues on a daily, and their following are just brain dead. Because they brought a statistic up. Because one of the arguments that people make against them is like, oh, well, you keep bringing up the same woman from Miami, and then they were like, oh, that's not true. We have any statistics to show that we talk about girls from all over the place. I forgot the number. But then I asked myself, like, okay, hold up, but that doesn't mean nothing. It's like, by all over the place, like, you mean you only talk to girls in Miami? If a girl was born in New York, came from New York, and she's just visiting, is she part of Miami? Like, they don't give you specifics. It's just, oh, this girl should come from other places, not just Miami. Yeah, but like, what do you mean by it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, I think to their detriment is that. Well, here's a good thing about a lot of these red pill guys. For the most part, almost all of them tell men to get their life together. Almost all of them, right? They all push to work out, to get your mind sharper, to trying to find a way to make more money, to acquire skills that will want you to get more money. I've seen Fresh and Fit talk about that. I've seen Sneaker speak about things similar to that. He's more of a bully in the red pill community. Like his kind of thing is what Destiny does as well. Is Destiny is an attacker. He's not a defender of his ideas. Usually, he defends his ideas by attacking. And same thing with Sneaker, right? I mean, and then obviously Sneaker was a hype beast. So he jumped on the whole Islam belief system just because I'd imagine because the Tate brothers did it. And now he's like haram, but it's all one big kind of comedic thing with that guy. So I don't know what's character. I don't know what's him. I don't know if I've seen videos of him just like regularly. He comes across as a dork. Yeah. He comes across as one of those kids in school that you kind of just give a wedgie to and just forget all about.
Yeah.
But he's convinced enough people that he's successful enough and he garners attention from women enough that he's still. I mean, if you want to do better in life, who do you listen to? You listen to Sneeko or you listen to Destiny?
I would rather listen to freaking Destiny than Sneeko. I think Sneeko's an idiot.
But why?
Because I think Destiny just has more lived experience than Sneeko. I think.
Okay, but what is Destiny going to offer you that you've heard? That you think that would you take working out advice from Destiny?
I wouldn't take.
Would you take haircut advice from Destiny?
No, I wouldn't. But
there's only one type of advice you take from Destiny: how to win an argument. That's it. Right? I mean, on Sneeko's side, Sneeko. I mean, it seems as if he was a model. Right? When you get into Hollywood or any of those model stuff, you're gonna do some sick shit, like cucking and wife swapping and all that stuff. That seems. That's part of the parts, of this that set of people in general. I mean, there's a thing where rappers that all the rappers all have sex with the same women.
Oh yeah,
I'm not sure if you're familiar with that with hip hop. Yeah, no, all the rappers have sex with the same women over and over and over again. It's like just a freaking what's that conveyor belt of the same vagina.
Like the Kardashians.
Yes, exactly. Same thing with NBA players. NBA players go to the Kardashians on a regular basis. something similar like that would happen in the modeling world and the acting world and whatnot, where you're going to be in situations where you're going to do dumb stuff, right? And he's also young, so he's going to do extremely dumb stuff, right?
Yeah, but
what
you think it's just because he's young? Like, why do you think that? Why do you think that his progress? Because I am his same age, and I would imagine that eventually I realized that I don't know nothing of nothing. But I think that Sneeko is in this path where he's never going to realize how wrong he is until he's like 40.
Well, the thing about Sneeko, and here's a good separation with you, with you and him, is that when you film and you podcast, you are Jose on the podcast. Sneeko is a personality. He is not simply whatever his real name is on the podcast or on any show that he does or Rumble and whatnot. He is a personality that people got behind. And with that being said, with people getting behind him, I mean, the more he garners, the bigger he's going to grow. I know people are throwing this whole cuck thing at him, but he said the entire story while smiling. He wasn't ashamed. He wasn't ashamed. He was. It seemed like he wasn't ashamed. It seemed like he wasn't worried about it. And on his Twitter, he's still going back at these people on regularly. Hold on, let me see if I can find something on Twitter. I can send it to myself.
To me, it just seemed like it's one of those things that you're ashamed of, but you're trying to make it into a joke, but you were hurt by it. Because I don't think he wasn't hurt by it. That boy was hurt by that shit.
I mean, probably.
And he was being overly emotional. Like, he's going back at people. It's because he's getting hurt. I don't think he's going back at people as like, oh, I can out joke you, and I'm just roasting you, and I'm having fun with it. He's just overly emotional.
Let's see. Trying to see if I can find out. Some response. Sneeko and Aiden debate a blue-haired they them. Watch here on a non-gambling actual free speech website, rumble.com. Like, okay, so what do you think about Aiden Ross?
Oh, poor Aiden Ross. I mean, honestly, I don't think anything of him because I only found out about him through Andrew Tate when Andrew was guiding him. I think he was making a positive change, but I don't really think anything of him. I don't, it's kind of like, it's just like when Andrew Tate asked him, like, why are you famous? And I'm just, it's like, I know why.
Andrew needs to be free, man. Andrew needs to be free because the world is not as fun anymore. It's not as fun anymore.
I mean, he kind of had a point. Like, even I looked at freaking Aiden, I'm like, yeah, why are you famous? Like, what do you do other than like you don't do anything. You don't bring anything to the table.
Man, like, it sounds like the red pill community is down bad currently, but I mean, we probably called this out like 2-3 years ago before it even happened.
Oh, these guys are wild.
Yeah, people just man.
The line
thing is, they don't have the right people to try to test them, bro. They don't.
It's not. You know what's crazy? It's like, okay, we have the red pill, but we are not gonna do any male centric content anytime soon. They're the ones making it, so I can understand, I guess, why guys are going to them because they don't have nowhere else to go. Because this is a really sad story that I'm about to tell. But the other day, recently, I went out with a couple of guys, and they all got freaking drunk out of their freaking mind. And they all started opening up to me about stuff, and I'm like, damn, I felt really fucking bad.
Let's hear some stories.
Because this is the thing about me. I don't drink. I try to drink. I was like, man, this shit is acid. This is acid. How you guys drinking this shit? This is horrible. I cannot understand how people get drunk. I tried, bro. I swear. I was like, let me see it. Let me try it once. Let me see if it can happen.
When you come to Texas, I'll get you drunk. Trust.
I was like, oh, bro, I tried, bro. The only thing I had was Jameson's, and let me give you a story. I'm telling you, it was sweet this time when I tried it. I took a shot a while back. This was before. I went to a different party this time.
Okay.
I took a shot, and it was actually really sweet. But anyways, I couldn't get drunk, so I was just listening to these motherfuckers get drunk. And since I'm the only sober one, now I need to just like calm them down because sometimes guys can get really freaking aggressive when they're drunk, and they can curse each other out real easily. So I'm trying to like diffuse the situation here and there, and then they start opening up, and and I'm asking him like, hey, like, what are you doing? It's like, yeah, I'm trying to like improve myself. And I'm like, in what ways are you improving yourself? Well, I'm trying to go to the gym. I'm trying to figure stuff out. Honestly, I'm like really lonely right now. I'm talking to this girl, and I'm like, oh, for how long have you been talking to her? Like, oh, for like 3 years. I'm like, okay, like, do you see anything with her? It's like, and then this freaking idiot, but one of the drunk guys goes like, did you smash? It's like, no, I didn't smash. When was the last time you smashed? Oh, I didn't smash like 3 months ago. Well, she's getting fucked by somebody else, and I'm like, yeah. It's like, man, fuck you. So now I'm trying to like dissolve this whole situation. And I'm like, hold up, like, what's up? Like, everything okay with you? It's like, I don't like the way I talk. I don't like the way I come off. Like, girls don't really come my way. Like, it's easy for you, Jose. Like, you make fun of everybody. And I'm like, damn. Yeah, but I mean, it's pretty easy. It's like, it's just that there was a time that I realized that ugly girls and pretty girls, the only difference is just a different packaging, but they all laugh the same. You can just talk your shit to any of them. They're all gonna laugh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's when I realized, and it's just, don't think about it. It's like, yeah, but it's just, I don't know, it's difficult. I don't got my life together. And a lot of them start opening up like really dark stuff. And I'm like, fuck, bro. It kind of depressed me a little. I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
Man. Like, no wonder these people go to the red pill and, they start hating women and start getting sober. I'm like, damn.
Well, I think, okay, so I think a big issue with that is porn, actually.
You actually
I think one of the biggest issues with that is the motivation for men to fornicate is high, but the release isn't there in the right direction. What's going on is, I've heard this story countless times. There's people. Listen, man, I'm 5'8", 5'9" on a good day. Okay, so I'm not the tallest gent in the world. All right, and I'm not the most fancifully dressed or whatnot. And there's a guy that I work with that he's like 6 feet tall, and this man tells me, "Oh, the reason you like that is because like the reason you're that confident is because you can probably get any girl you want." And I'll tell him, "What are you talking about?" And you're like, "Oh, you could just probably get any girl you want." I'm like, "Dude, about 6 feet tall, I'd be a demon." I'm like, "You're 6 feet tall, a full head of hair, and you're telling me that I'm as confident as I am because of my ability to get women. One, I am in a relationship, and I'm with a person that I love dearly. That's one. Two is I'm not valuing myself based on the amount of women I can pull. You're valuing me because you believe that I can do that. Right. Three, I would say, that I told him was like, well, how often are you looking at porn? And it always gets awkward because guys always lie. Dude, I don't look at porn. What do you mean look at porn? Like, you know who Mia Khalifa is? Well, yeah, we look at porn then. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Like, it's quick test. Have you ever heard Lana Rhoades? Yeah, okay, then shut the fuck up.
Or the new girl. What's her name?
Do you understand the joke, step bro? Do you understand that joke? They go, okay, exactly. Well, that's the issue. How about for a week you don't do that, so you're motivated to go search and destroy. Okay, SND, so they can SMD, and you'll be happy. Okay, these losers, some of these losers just aren't doing the right thing. Right? If you want to gain muscle, you're not going to lift 5-pound weights every day. It's not going to really do much for you. Right? The way to gain muscle is to put on more and more weight. You need to put yourself in a position to get what you want to get. If you are going home and you're just releasing that dopamine every night and every morning and every night and every morning and every night and every morning, and you're not motivated, like you want ass, but you want someone that wants to give you ass. You don't want to convince them, like, hey, how about you just give me ass? Oh, you know what? You know what? I want my ass to be taken. Come on, that's not how life works.
Yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say that they prioritized the wrong thing. Like while I was having one of the conversations, like this guy was talking to me about, like, hey, I want to start going to the gym. This really pissed me off because he goes, I want to start going to the gym. And I'm like, okay, like, you know, he was being depressed, and it's like, I want to change my image. And I'm okay, we can start with the gym first. So like, we can start going to the gym. And I was like, it can't be more than $15, $15 to $20 right now. I don't know. So I searched it up. There was a Platinum Fitness. And I'm like, look, this Platinum Fitness is $10. You don't have to go to my gym because my gym is expensive, but you don't need any other stuff.
How much is your gym?
It's like 70 right now. 70 a month.
70.
Yes, wow.
That was my gym before, Export Fitness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean, I understand why, it's the equipment and everything, but I'm like, listen, you can go to Planet Fitness, it's $10 a month. You'll be good to go. But then he goes, well, I cannot afford it right now. And I'm like, bro, on the group chat, every single day, you're telling me that you want to go out. Every single day, if one of us is down to go out and drink, you're down. The shots are $10, bro. You go to this taco spot, you spend like $20. I don't want to count your pockets, but don't freaking tell me you don't got $10. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't tell me you don't got the time and you don't got $10 in your pocket.
You just want to complain.
Yeah, you just want to complain. So I don't want to hear it from you anymore. Because it's like...
But that's the thing. It's popular to be a victim. It's so popular to be a victim, dude. I just never understood that. I've never understood that. My little brother, bro. He's taller than me. He's lighter toned than me. Like, he looks like a Cuban, like a light skinned Cuban. Well, he had, now his hair looked crazy, but he had like long flowing black hair, wavy as hell. And now that guy lives in a free apartment granted him by the government. And he says, and what he said to me is, "Oh, I'm in this situation because mom just liked you more." I'm like, "What?" I mean, I was kicked out almost my entire life. What do you mean, liked me more? Yeah, dude. It's just some people just love being the victim. He will never. He has a son. He has a son and he has an apartment, right? And I called my mom yesterday. Well, she called me yesterday, and it was 1:00 for me, 2 p.m. for them, and she was just waking them up.
Jesus Christ.
2 p.m., not making any money, not doing shit. His son's there and he's asleep. I'm like, dude, bro, like I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I had a huge conversation with my family about that. Like they found it offensive because I had showed them my new place, right? You've seen the new place. It's pretty nice. I'd like to definitely give a tour one of these days, but I mean, it's a pretty nice place.
Yeah.
And I was showing them the place, and you know, I got a comment like, "Oh, that's why he's not talking to us anymore." Because look, I'm like, dude, what? And then when I spoke to them about it or whatever, they was just like, "Oh, you was able to do this because of this. Like it was everything in the world that was lined up for you to get where you were." And I had to stop them. I was like, whoa. And I love my mom.
Yeah.
She's faded, bro. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I came to Texas with knowing one person, and that one person I came to Texas and that I knew was not working. What was not working, had access to nothing to give me, and everything was because of luck. Was because of help. I was like, come on, get out of here.
It's given to you. It's like they just expect things to just come.
Yeah.
Right?
That's not how that works.
That's not how it works.
That's not how that works.
That's not how it works. I just don't know what's the motivation. Like, what motivates? I guess you gotta find out your motivation. I guess if your motivation is ass or companionship, but I mean, you also have to offer something. Which is a weird conversation. I don't know.
It's very simple to do. Most of the things, like, ask me any question about anything that's desirable in life. Go ahead.
Any question about anything, or you want me to like?
And just ask me a question. Sam, how do I get this? About anything that's desirable in life.
Yeah, how do I get a girl? There you go.
How do you get a girl? Well, the first thing to get a girl is, what do you think girls want? So my first answer to you would be a question back to you. Was like, what do you think girls want? Your response is?
I mean, what would they want?
The same thing.
A guy that can take care of himself.
A guy that can take care of himself. Then my next question would be like, when's the last time you got a haircut? When's the last time you shaved? The last time you bought yourself a fresh pair of clothes? When's the last time you like in maybe bought a watch or a cologne or any of that stuff. Let's say the person says no. So, well, that's one thing you haven't taken care of. Okay, what's another thing? What's another thing you think a girl wants? Well, let's say she wants someone tall. Okay, well, you can't really fix your height, but you could probably wear things to augment it. You can wear Timbs, you can wear boots, you can wear the insoles and shoes. You can wear things to make you look taller. So you can wear a jacket that's kind of short on top and some type of trousers or slacks. They're more they're more form fitting, so that you look like you have longer legs. So you appear taller than you actually are. I mean,
Appearance.
what else? What else?
Appearance. Go on your appearance.
Like what? Like acne or body or what are you talking about here?
But basically everything. So
Exactly.
I mean,
But the thing is, once you figure out, so the thing is, how do I get girls? The question that you really need to answer is, what do girls want?
Yeah.
So once you figure out what do 90% of all women want, I mean, 90% of all women are going to want someone that smells good, takes care of themselves, so that so they can see that they'll take care of them, is making a decent amount of money, right? And then you start to see the overlapping things, right? Well, if they want to make good money, how to make good money, right? And then the question then becomes, how can I get jobs to pay me a good amount of money, or how can I make more money, right? But let's go, how can I make jobs pay me more money? Simple thing is get a skill that jobs pay highly for.
Competence what competence is rewarded.
That is that simple. But it's not just competence. Hold up. Because people want to say like, oh, if you're the hardest worker in the room, this super hustle mentality. That's not, bro. I don't care how good of a mop. I don't care how good you mop my floors. You mop my floors. I'm not going to give you a gigantic raise. It's never going to happen. I don't care. If you've been mowing my lawn for a year, and the lawn still looks the same, I'm just going to contract you and continue to pay the exact same wage. You're not doing extra work. It's the exact same work. You know who gets paid more than people that mow the lawn? Landscapers. They get paid more. They change the land into a way that you want it to be. You need to find a skill that's worth the money that you want to get paid. You can't just wake up one day and say, I'm gonna work extremely hard at this specific thing and hope that the world. No. All the highest paid trainers in the world look the best. You're never gonna see a trainer at the gym that's like fat as fuck getting paid thousands of dollars a year, like making $100K a year. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen unless it's like fucking like yoga or something, some dumb shit like that, or water aerobics, like some stupid shit like that would have to happen. But even then, they train themselves into a specific field. Right. When you see a trainer, you want a guy that looks at least twice the size of me.
Right.
Like, what do you get a skill?
Because people want it to be free, and the reality is that everything comes down to what you offer. What do you bring to the table, right? If you want a better paying job, what skills do you have that you deserve that paying job? What are you offering? And I guess that's what it comes down to. Like, what are you offering a girl? But people don't want to see it like that. People just want the girl to just come up to them and talk to them. Because she wants something. You want something out of her. She wants something out of you.
And distinguishing yourself. So because working hard is part of it. Because I kind of threw away working hard, but like, find something scalable, right? A good example would be for the last company I was working for. I want to talk about exactly what we did, but in the last company that I worked for, we were $15 million in the hole for the job. The job was working, right? Mm-hmm. And they were looking for any way to make sure that we can just bring that number down as low as possible. They pay him on a crew. With two other people. They couldn't do a specific thing because they didn't have a specific type of license with them. I was only able to do it, right? So for 1 month, while every other crew was developing was finishing the exact same job at a 50% capacity, or not 50% capacity, at the 50% productive rate, we finished at 400% productivity rate. Mm. You know what's coming up right. You know what's coming up right after that. Right after I did that, raise talk, merit a merit raise. And that was what I used to get my raise. I
Yeah.
was like, well,
You need to learn how to sell
whoa,
yourself because I
whoa,
think a lot of people don't know how to sell yourself.
yeah.
A lot of people
There's
don't know
like
how to
noise
sell
in the
themselves.
background. Yeah,
Oh, you heard
they
it?
don't. Yeah, I hear you. There's like a big ass noise in the background.
Okay.
But yeah, man. I mean, men. If I'm being honest, if you want to look at what I would recommend for you to do better for yourself, firstly, pick someone that's highly effective in the field you're looking for. So, i.e., example, if you are looking at fitness, I would recommend Sebum. I would recommend what's that guy name? Jeff Nippard or whatever the hell his name is. I'd recommend Christian Guzman, especially you want to build a business out of your fitness industry. I think he's one of the best. I really don't think there's any independent athlete that built a brand the way he did. Even though he's not as big as he should be, I think he definitely has a good business acumen, and he's only been growing over here in Texas. All you see is Alpha Elite all over the place. All over the place. Everyone has a pair of Alpha Elite. He's definitely making like bank. C-Bum, definitely if you're looking for more of an approach to be as aesthetically pleasing as possible. Right? He's number one in the world because of aesthetics, not just because of his size. Size is definitely a factor. But the number one reason why he's the highest tiered Olympian in the world is because of his genetics and his not his genetics, is his aesthetics and the way his muscle, whatever. And I'll let this guy talk more about that kind of stuff. Yeah, if you want to learn more about sharpening your mind, or you want to learn more about politics and how to argue in a specific way, right? You want to learn about arguments. You look at Destiny, especially if you want to argue more of the leftist side of the argument. If you want to argue more of the conservative side of the argument, you go to Ben Shapiro, right? You don't talk to someone like Sneeko about life. He hasn't lived.
No, he hasn't.
He hasn't lived.
He
has not lived.
No.
I understand people following Andrew. The entire Red Pill community got on Andrew's bandwagon. He's older. He's lived. He has the money. He's kickbox. At least when you're talking to someone like that, you understand that there's a foundation of knowledge to the things that he is stating. Though some of them may be faded, and though some of them might be truthful or have kernels of truth within them, when you're receiving that kind of knowledge from that person, especially, is different compared to when you're getting it from someone that is 23 years old and was the model that got his girl fucked in front of him. Yeah. So the Red Pill community is down bad right now. This is just Lidat talking about it. I think I'm gonna wrap it up right here. You got any closing statements, Jose?
That was it, man. I'm not gonna lie, I do feel kind of bad. I was actually thinking about it the other day. Of like, I don't know if we could make, because the red pill is where people are going because they think it's the only solution. But I was just wondering if maybe we could be like an alternative. That's something we have to talk about, because I don't want to be like a male-centric content. That's not what I don't want to kind of do that stuff. But I feel like really depressed when I heard those stories from her. I was like, damn shit. I was like, damn. Not a lot of you. For a second, I'm like, damn. I'm not doing so bad myself. I'm like, shit, man. That's how bad everybody has it.
Yeah, dude.
Shit.
You have a girl. You have your place. You have a car. You work a job. You're doing better than 90% of men already, just by that alone. By those standards.
Not bad. Yeah. But it's a close statement. Improving yourself. Figure out.
Hey, if you guys want more men-centric content and like how to be helpful towards men, I'm gonna post a couple polls on Instagram and Twitter. Let me know what you guys want. Also, I have been going to church, so if you guys want some more church-centric information, we could talk about that. Yeah, I've been reading a couple books. I just bought myself a new Bible, King James Bible. I also got the five rings from Miyamoto Musashi. You know who that is?
I've heard of him before. Did he make the Art of War? That's another guy.
No, that's Shang Tzu. It's like Shang Tzu, something like that. Oh, he is the deadliest samurai to ever have walked the earth. He's killed, he's invaded a castle and walked out with his life and killed 100 people.
Damn.
I'm saying like not some on some anime cartoon stuff. He's actually done it. So
Wow.
yeah, wild boy, bro. But
Wow, boy.
yeah, man, I've been getting on my book stuff. This has been Lidat. We appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. Let's get these subscribers back up. Let's start doing this grind again. I work late tomorrow, so I'll be recording again tomorrow. So
we're gonna talk about that Mr. Beast maybe next time.
Well, we gotta talk about Mr. Beast.
People are sending
All right, guys.
people.
See you guys. Bye.
Peace out.